In this video, I'll be taking a look at the Portable PowerMax 16,000 milliampere portable battery by iSound. And here's what the battery looks like. It is a very thick battery and it weighs about 2 to 3 pounds, so it isn't the lightest battery on the market. But if you're looking for portable power, this is the battery to go with. It will charge your iPhone roughly about 10 to 11 times. Don't quote me on that, but it's a very good amount. Now, if you're charging something big like a tablet, like an iPad or some other kind of tablet, you may only be able to get 2 to 3 charges off it. But for a regular smartphone, you'll be sure to get about 10 to 11 hours of 10 to 11 charges with one charge of this. Now, charging this battery does take 9 to 9.5 hours, so it does take a very long time to charge this battery. And as you can see on the front, it is a glossy plastic material for the body. It's black and then it's silver. Then it got some feet on the bottom of it, of the battery. Now you can put this in your pocket, and you can put it in a little backpack, but it is a really big battery. I say only get this battery if you're a road warrior and you travel a lot, or you're a businessman and you go places and you're really not close to the wall. For the average person, you really don't need a battery this big, I would have to say, actually. But it is good for people that are always not connected and really need a lot of power. Now, on the ports on it, it has one 12 volts DC in. Now, what it does come in the box with, it comes with one charger that charges this up. Like I said, it does take 9 to 9.5 hours to charge this, so it does take quite a long time. The charger that comes with it is actually a little like a power brick, not too big of a power brick, but it is some kind of power brick. It just plugs straight into the wall. You just plug it in 12 volts in the little hole, and then you plug it into the wall. So you will have to charge this on the wall. It is not charged via USB or anything, so you will have to charge this on the wall. Now, it does have 5 USB ports on here. You can charge up to 5 USB devices, mostly 5 MP3 players or 5 cell phones. You can't do 2 tablets or 5 tablets or even 3 or 4 tablets. The amount of tablets you can do on this with this battery is only 1, because if you try to plug in more than 1 tablet on here, the little light on the back of it, which I'm going to show you in a second, will start blinking and you won't be able to actually use it, and it won't charge your device. So if you're planning on using this for a tablet, I suggest it won't do a too well job if you have a lot of tablets. Now, if you have 1 or 2 and you're just planning to charge 1 at a time, this will do a very good job charging 1 tablet at a time. But like I said, this battery will only charge like a big iPad, only maybe 1 to 2 times. Because as you know, iPads and big tablets have a very big battery. Now, as far as cell phones go, you can plug in 5 cell phones, like I said, and 5 MP3 players. You can also mix and match. You can have like 3 cell phones and 2 MP3 players, or you can have 2 cell phones and 3 MP3 players, or 1 cell phone and 4 MP3 players. You can mix and match. You just can't mix and match with big tablets. You can only charge 1 at a time, or it will bog down. Now, going to the back of the device, you got some more ports on here. You got an on-off switch, and the light does come on when it's fully juiced, but right now my battery is totally drained. But you do have an on-off switch, so if you try to plug it in and it's off, it won't charge. That's a good thing. And then you got 4 LED indicators that tell you how charged this battery is. It goes from 1 to 5. One of those is actually a power light, so it's actually 1 to 4. It has 5 lights on the front, but only 4 of them are used to indicate. It goes from 4 being the best to 1 being the worst, and then the other one's a power light. My battery is dead because I actually used it. Then this one, if you press this, it's an indicator that would show you how much battery you have right there. And then over here, which is an additional feature, it's not really necessary, but it's good this has it. When you flip this switch, that little hole right there is actually a little light. It's not really necessary, but since you're probably going to use this for portable backups, like when an emergency happens, like a thunderstorm or some kind of natural disaster, you're probably going to use this battery, so they did put a LED light. I wouldn't say it's the brightest in the world, but it will get the job done. It is actually fairly bright. If you have a dark room, it is fairly bright, but if you're outside and stuff, or if you're like, yeah, outside basically, you won't really get the job done. So I suggest getting a real flashlight, but if you need a little flashlight like in a dark room, then this will get the job done. Now, for performance of this, I charged it 9.5 hours, and I've had this battery 2 months now, and out of the 2 months I've had it, I've only charged it twice. That's saying a lot. So out of one charge of this, you can get about 7 or 8 days out of the battery, but it really just depends on how much you use the battery. Like if you charge a lot of devices, like especially if you're charging 5 devices on the back, it will drain. Of course, it will drain faster. Now, if you're a single person and you want to buy this battery and you charge your cell phone just once a day and stuff, you'll probably get about 2 to 3 weeks out of this battery. This battery is very, very hefty, but at the price of it being chunky and kind of heavy. But other than that, I do recommend this battery if you have to go on long trips, or if you're a businessman, or if you're not at the outlet a lot. This is a very, very good battery. And one thing they do give you in the box, I forgot to mention, is they do give you a little pouch to put this in, so it won't get like scratching or smudging. As you can see, the battery, since it is glossy, it does contract a lot of fingerprints on here. That's one downside, but overall this is a very good battery. Definitely suggest checking it out. This is the iSound Portable Power Max 16,000 milliampere battery. Now they do make this in different sizes, but this is the biggest one they make. This may actually be one of the biggest batteries on the market. I know there's some other ones out there by Duracell and Energizer that are a little bit bigger than this, but as far as batteries go, this is about one of the biggest ones on the market. If you really need a battery, I definitely do suggest this battery. And peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video.